hard enduro events. It's so different to what you're used to. One of the toughest events in the season.
It's hard to look at the trail and get smashed in the face by crunches.
4 days of the hardest thing I've ever done.
As morning breaks in western Romania and the paddock begins to show signs of life, some take the opportunity to take a well-earned rest after a tough day of riding in the prologue. Others instead wake early and look to get a head start on their preparation. Pro rider Paul Bolton of the UK is one of them. He is in optimistic mood ahead of day one, although he does reserve some anxiety ahead of today's stage.
Just to not have any problems basically and try and get to the finish without hurting yourself. It's still 3 more days after day one, and look after the bike as well. I think. I heard it's quite fast, but I still believe there's some tricky sections as well. So we like to keep secrets, so we'll find out what's going on when we get there.
Unlike many of his pro rivals, Paul is not a fully professional rider and must rely on the support of his family to help him compete at the very highest level.
Yeah, he's confident, I think, yeah. He's alright. There's a lot of good lads here this year, isn't there, again? Just go and enjoy it, really. Just go and try and enjoy it and just go as fast as you can, for as long as you can.
After lengthy preparations on their bikes, the riders head to the hills and look ahead to day one of Bull Romaniacs. Heavy fog greets the riders as they ready themselves for the start of the race. This will be the first opportunity for many of them to test their bikes and GPS systems in this harsh mountain terrain.
Bit of fog this morning, it's a bit wet as well. Grass could be slippy, it's going to make it tricky, so we're going to have to be careful.
Yeah, I'm excited enough, but it's a bit grim. The weather's not so clever. I hope the sun will come out later, but as long as it's not too strong. Just make sure I get the finish today and look after the bike, look after myself, and that's pretty much it.
I think today is going to be a little bit easier, but I think it will get much more difficult towards the end of the week.
With low visibility set to affect the early stages, the riders get set for a tough day of racing.
Let's go!
Day one of competition is vastly different to the prologue, with riders having to contend with whatever nature throws at them as opposed to the more controlled man-made street race. At the halfway point of the race, it's clear that today's racing is no easy walk in the park.
We've got 3 more hard days, so I'm definitely doing the right thing by just taking it steady. Just keep going with the head down.
After coming so close to the podium in yesterday's prologue, Spain's Xavi Galindo is the first pro to set a standout time. As he climbs the difficult final hill, he knows others will soon be breathing down his neck. Starting from 9th place, Andreas Lettenbichler set out in day one like a man on a mission. With the 2009 winner setting the fastest time of the day, it was down to Graham Jarvis to displace him.
Started off fairly steady, and then there was some stream beds which normally are okay, but they were just covered in green slime and just had to push our way up there. Yeah, it's been a hard day.
His first off-road day is an easy day, but it wasn't an easy day. It was quite hard.
A brilliant ride by Jarvis sees him win day one ahead of Andreas Lettenbichler of Germany and Spain's Xavi Galindo. The win sees Graham retain top spot in the overall rankings ahead of day one runner-up Andreas Lettenbichler.